Alright, Deathsea.
We have turned our curse into our
How about you turn your curse into your strength? How about that? What you got? Pirates! This is terrifying news. Or at least it would be. If we didn't have threads of despair to save us. Got him, thank you. If you press this enough, does it come undone? I hate board toggles like this, where like it just like it makes you think that you should click it. It makes you think you should click it 1,000 times, and then it just doesn't do anything. I guess it's the thread's turn. Maybe it isn't actually. Maybe I made a mistake. Right? Because like I can kill just this, and then those two would both live, making it really annoying for them to develop more next turn, because then I could just trade something. Okay, it's actually the perfect thread's turn. It's actually the perfect thread's turn. Board wigglers is what I like to call them, or boiglers. Yeah, that's pretty good. If all they do is nothing, so that I don't get any value out of that threads, all I'm gonna do is do this. You're gonna skip a couple turns. Yes. My healing in this deck isn't that good. Maybe I shouldn't be playing it so fast and loose. But I think it'll be okay. Maybe.
Never bring a sword to a fish fight.
Ow. 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 Yep, I may have gotten too cute, chat. This may be a problem for me. Alright, I have 5 health and a dream. 5 health and a dream, chat. Got tied up in the threads? Yeah. Chat, I may have made a MartianBuu. I may have made one of my famous boo-boos. I should have settled for 1 extra turn. At least that's not attacking this turn. Oh my goodness. That was not all that terrifying. Alright, hopefully the fact that they couldn't kill us last turn means they can't kill us this turn. And we can pull off some kind of crazy trade a bunch, kill them with this combo. Quartzite Crusher would have been phenomenal to have, yes, you're too true. They never find Fillet Fighter or Deckhand or Wicked Scrumbo or anything. I know you don't have it. I know you don't have it. Come on, leave me alone. Wow, that was a draw there, wasn't it? Okay. Oh, there's the Quartzite Crusher, which I can still play even if I do this. and likely will still play. All right. There was never like a trade Eliza line. Nothing had 3 attack, did it? Surely not. Anyways,
Never bring a sword.
if my opponent wins me here, I will cry. I will cry, chat. Ooh, ooh, did we magically get there? Oh my goodness, despite it all, we got there, chat. Look at that. Oh my goodness. You all thought we were gonna lose, and you were right to think that, because it was very likely. Alright, Murlocula. I'm excited. I'm excited at the thought of getting to play you for 0 manas. I think that's gonna be great. I think that's gonna be great, Murlocula. Oops. I did it wrong. There we go. Coin this. Feeling tired? Things will get better. There you go. I've noticed recently a lot of players have obsessed about not letting me win and do funny stuff to them. Is this the fabled cheating you talk about? Exactly. Yep. Exactly. That is the cheating I've always talked about. Why don't players just let their opponent win anymore? Nothing gets past my house. He said hound, right? Nothing gets past my house. Wee. Take your 1 damages and enjoy it. You guys think we can win with a Pyroblast on 6? What was my favorite deck in Hearthstone? I actually did a whole video on that, of my favorite decks ever, and my whole reasoning. It's in the Marshy Talk playlist, but if I had to pick, I'd have to give it to Classic Handlock, my favorite deck ever. I'm trying to remember how Frost Decay was in Standard, but then Frostwind's Fury hits me in the face. Yeah. Frost Decay was brief, like Frost Even Decay was briefly good in March of the Lich King. March of the Lich King. It didn't help when What's Her Face got nerfed. The 6-cost one.
We have turned our curse into
All right, I'm up against Demon Hunter. Let us go. Frigidara, yeah. Buff Frostworm's Fury to 6. Oof. I think Frostworm's Fury is definitely a wild quality card, I think. It just needs like the rest of that deck to come together. Let us go. Yep. Let us chicken back. 2 rights, make a left. Frost aggro was also good in Festival. I remember Rowdy Fan in that deck. Yeah, but that wasn't even. That's not the deck I'm playing. I'll take over the top damage. I think we may need it. I think we may in fact need it. What is Frost Fury? It's 7 mana, deal 5, make a 5/5, freeze all enemy minions. One-sided Snowfall Guardian does seem quite strong. You guys remember Snowfall Guardian in its initial state? Oh my goodness. Everyone slept on that card. Snowfall Guardian, when it first came out, well, that was a crazy card. I think it was nuts. Unnerf it. I want it. It's so boring now. Neat. I remember being frozen for 3 turns and then taking 30 damage from the one who did it to me. Yeah. What is that Demon Hunter playing? I've been out of the wild meta. They're playing Scrumbo Demon Hunter. It involves playing cards and hoping that something happens because of it. Can you not silence my special Death Rattle minions? Silence is so... or Death Rattles are so bad, chat. They went through all these steps to make sure that silence was really really hard to pull off, or like really bad and not ubiquitous, so that they could have cards like this, and then they just kind of completely abandoned that philosophy, and now Death Rattles just suck. They're so bad. They're playing Questline Demon Hunter, so like there's this thing, it gets cheaper when you play Outcast cards, and there's was it Ironbound Brute? Is that what it's called? But there's a Brute that gets cheaper for each card you've drawn that turn. And then they can use Philosophy to copy the lowest cost demon in your hand, and you give both the original and that one +1/+1. So you just get a bunch of really cheap free demons. Wow, that was pretty good. Wow, chat, so lucky. Thank goodness Spellbreaker is no longer in standard. Yeah, exactly. Heaven forbid we have a you know, 4 mana 4/3 silence a thing. It could be worse, right? Like, what if it was like a 4 for 3/4, you know, like slightly better stat line, but you could also trade it? Wouldn't that be a disaster? Oh my goodness. Well, I give that a P+. Could have been better. Sounds fun. Is it good? Is this deck good? Yeah, it's pretty good. It just got a better win condition. It used to be that you would use the final stage of the quest line to steal your opponent's deck in combination with Tony, King of Piracy, and then play it for cheap. Because this deck draws so much, right? And if you clear a couple of its boards, it's out of gas. So like you would use your opponent's cards against them for much cheaper. But then they nerfed Tony, and it didn't have anything to do for a while. But now it has the new Arana, so instead of stealing your opponent's cards, you just questline Warlock them and fatigue yourself and deal that damage to their face. Wonder if that was supposed to be a Corpsicle. Hey, Buggy Man. What is standard? It's the place where Ben Brode wears his regular glasses and shirt, as opposed to Wild, where he turns into a werewolf. Amolatius. Paraglide. More like Paracheat. Why does everyone cheat so much against me, chat? I don't understand. What do they have to gain by cheating so much? I'm a little scared, I guess. Not too scared, right? Like, I can just Quartzite Crush them. Hold on, do I just win? So 3, 7, 10. Seems like lethal, unless I miscounted, which, you know, is quite possible. We did it. Aha! ASO Meeps GG. I see. Meeps GG. My opponent is probably Reno Hunter. That's my big marshy assumption. I'm gonna take a wild leap as opposed to a standard leap. Timmy Streamer coming in with a jillion humans. Timmy Streamer, how are you? Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. How was your stream? How was the Timmy stream? All right. Here's a buddy. I keep wanting to say buddy because there's a card in Pokemon called Buddy Poffin. It's just 2 Poffins. So it's one for your buddy. And there's one for your buddy's buddy. If that's your big marshy assumption, then what's your small marshy assumption? I don't assume small. You know, go big or go home. That's what I always say. Beep boop. No Rinling's rifle for you. Kind of base, to be honest. Thank you. Thank you. Can confirm he always says that every time he isn't saying other things. True. Please leave my poor innocent thing alone. Oh, is this just explosive trap? Because I'll that would have been pretty 5-head of them to like trick me into attacking that with that first by showing me explosive trap. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the corpses, honestly. And activates my friends here. Yeah, there they are. So it's like, can somebody clip that for me? I can clip that for me. I wonder how intentional that is. All right, now I just need to find that clip and report it, unless I don't. You know how it is, chat. You know how it is with me. I'll do something, I'll not do something. The winds decide what Marshy is up to. I'm hoping that this thing will take 2 shots from this Marrow Manipulator. That's what I'm hoping. Thank you. Not the bargains bin. Beep. When is it time for your next maniacal laugh? The next time something really funny happens. Something where my opponent just gets absolutely scammed. Which I don't think it's going to happen this game. I think we deserve the win. I think anything that happens in this game, it's like, it's destiny. Wait. Did I not get that clip? Two minutes ago. All right, perfect. Perfect. All right. I just needed to make sure I had it. All right. Sorry. Back to business. Back to business, chat. Forward, my warriors. Thank you. Don't shoot you, Nightbot. I actually don't have the Nightbots active. I have Stream Elephants. Stream Elephants, chat. I highly recommend Stream Elephants as a stream companion thing robot, because it's the only one I can recommend because it's the only one I've used. All right, and it has served me as well as any other robot that I've used, which again is only Stream Elements. So why no Reska? Well, I'll tell you why. Here we have Marrow Manipulator, which requires 2 frost runes. Then we have over here we have things like Eliza, who's already dead, and she requires a red rune, a blood rune. And then we have Threads of Despair, which also requires a blood rune. Reska, however, requires a frost rune and an unholy rune, so I can't run it unless I feel like cheating, which, you know, sometimes. Yay! Get out my game. Reska's in the Frost Strikes, exactly. Any arcane hunter list? No. Should I keep a myriad of every archetype I could think of just so that I could hook people up with it when they ask me?
We have turned our curse into our
Just update them all every patch.
I see you brought cash.
I think that'd be pretty cool. Be sick if that existed. It's because when the priest is a 2/3, it gets a permanent 3/3, and then it gets a +2/+2 from infusion, but it becomes a whole different card, so it gets a 1/1 or +1. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. It's just, is it intentional or not? How many rune slots would you want to run an 8 mana 1/7 taunt brick in your deck? How many rune slots would you want? Oh, like if it's start of game, but you get extra runes? I think for even 1 extra rune slot, you'd run an 8 mana 1/7 taunt brick. I think that already is really strong. What is my opponent doing over there? After you cast a spell, give a random minion in your hand +1/+1. So they got that off of Cactus Chumbo Chunks. I guess I have one of these already, but do I want more than one? Nah. Do you have a cheesemonger shaman list? I do. Wait. No, cheesemonger is different, isn't it? Well, all right, repeat after me. So what's cool about having the corpsicles and the marrow manipulators in here is I feel like I have plenty to do with my corpses, and I can use all of my cards to their fullest extent with the corpses that I can generate. But it's not like I have this heaping pile of corpses so high that it's as if these don't have a requirement at all, right? Like I do still have to plan around them a little bit. It's the 4 mana 3/6 that gives a random spell of the same cost when your opponent casts a spell. One of my favorite cards, but it's terrible. Ah. Alright, I'll get right on that. I'm gonna build that right now. We all exist in Shambosity. I see. I see. Funnel cakes? Isn't he also referenced to some SI7 higher up in WoW? Is it really? He was supposed to be undercover or something? Oh, that's funny. Chia Drake. Chia. Yeah.
We rise to
Watcher of the Sun. Now that's a card of all time. I get to keep all my stuff? That's crazy sauce. Alright, well. I guess we go for it. Aww. Ah, one more thing off. We almost got there, chat. We're gonna be rich. I'm so ready for my opponent to be so rich right now, chat. Am I winning? I'm winning as much as I am. I'll say that much. You'd think we're winning, but I might in fact, be watching in real time as my opponent gets rich. All right, and that would be a disaster for me. In fact, it might not even be the biggest possible disaster. Yeah, see, they could play Chia Drake. Oh, okay, that's not overly horrifying. It's too bad I don't have two of these. I could get a second one, but it would involve trading.
Can't stand the cold.
Okay. All right, how rich will they be this time? Don't threads. Oh, did you think there was a lethal? Oh no, not the dreaded cheating. Luckily, I've already cheated way harder than that with my infinite value. Corpse Skull's really coming in clutch here. Please rat all my death rattles. Let's go. Let us go. Let us go.
we have turned our
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Hidden pants. I just all tab against Roper is obviously not a good solution while streaming. Yeah, I mean, if it was just for the stream's sake, it'd be different. But I'm trying to like accomplish, you know, specific things in a timely manner. So it doesn't really make sense for me to stick around if I don't care about winning. Am I having fun playing Hearthstone? More than pre-expansion, less than ever. Other than pre-expansion. So I'm bouncing back a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Little bit. That twisted pack. Look at it go. Look at those gnolls go. For what it's worth, I don't have fun playing Hearthstone, so I don't. But I have fun watching you play Hearthstone. Well, thank you, Takazami. I have fun talking to you guys while I play Hearthstone. That's the part I like. Okay. I mean, I guess I do this, right? I don't know. It's not perfect, but like, if I didn't trade it, then I don't have the option to just hero power it next turn. Which I guess I don't really want to do anyway. I don't know. Probably should have just used, traded barely enough to get this out, and then let the others go face. Pretty sure. Because, like, do I really just not want to play one of these next turn? Yeah. That's huge. I think it's just good to get this down. There was an argument for this and for this, I think, but turn 3 too slow. Don't do it. Ow. Our opponent's always hurting my feelings. Makes me sad. I think this Horizon's Edge could clear the board pretty good, depending. I like the fact that they have all those rush things out now does kind of hurt my case, I guess. Oof. That's not good. That's not good. Hit the one in the middle. Rip. Oh, it doesn't matter. This one I'll take care of it. That'll take care of it. It'll be fine. All right. Now can I Horizon's Edge stuff? Do you mind? Do you mind? Finley for 1. The brutal thing about Finley for 1 is it literally always hits Gear Shift or Secret Passage, and then they just pop off. Twisted Pack. Not as bad as those things I just mentioned. Not great, but not as bad. I'll give them that much. Gas. They got the gas, chat. Ow. Opponents always hurting my feelings. Sasquatch, Holy Champion, Necromaniac, Death Growl. Interesting. By the Ebon Blade. Well, at least I didn't have to waste any resources for that. I was hoping to maybe be able to get this down, but hey, Guapo. How are the games? You know, we're doing all right. We're miraculously barely surviving against this Miracles Rogue. Interesting. If they were gonna play Leok... Oh, yeah, they did it to combo, I see. I feel like with 6 mana, you just play all 3 of them. Like, is that really better than just having the Huffer and the thing out? By the Ebon Blade! Alright, well, I do really like having this taunt out, I'll say that much. Makes me feel a lot safer. Behind the powers of my possibly bugged Priest of the Deceased. Not the hidden pants. Anything but that. Oh no. Oh no. The only class I've never gotten a legend with is Death Knight. Would you say your Rainbow Even DK is in... What would you say your Rainbow Even DK is in, and what are the good and bad matchups as the Tempo Storm expert? The good matchups are other aggro decks, and I mean, it's like it's the best DK deck in Wild in a while, I think. You know, it's all right, which is not something I can say about a lot of other DK decks. So
Almost out of cards.
they're going for it, chat. They're trying to find that Zephyrs.
I'm out of cards. Choose soon.
Do they not have Zephyrs? Or they're just trying to... I don't get it. Why would they do that?
To battle!
It looks like not enough, chat. We fought the terrible fight. Is that enough with fatigue? Wait, they are fatiguing for 2. Wait. Well, chat, I forgot to record an intro for this one. I think, you know, it's even DK, so it's not too hard to grasp what's happening. I think one of the biggest things about this list is the pull count. So I forget if I actually mentioned this at some point during the games that I chose, but the idea behind the pull count and cutting things like Sylvanas and the Primus is to go fetch your Marrow Manipulators. Marrow Manipulators are pretty good cards, offering a lot of burst damage and pretty efficient use of the corpses. Because of mining casualties, I didn't use the other one that I still can't remember the name. It's a 6 cost. It got nerfed from a 5/6 to a 3/6. Draws 2 spells, and if they're both frost, it deals 2 damage to all enemies. Well, mining casualties is too good not to run, so we can't guarantee that that damage will go off. What's cool about this build is the same as is cool about all even DK builds, is that they actually got some real cards to go in the deck instead of more filler. Even Frost DK was an underplayed version of even DK from March of the Lich King. It was actually pretty decent back then, rivaling the win rate of Triple Unholy. Having played this as much as I did, I definitely don't think it's as good as Full On Rainbow and Triple Unholy are still, but it's nice to be able to actually consider switching things up. You're not locked into one specific style of DK in even DK anymore. You have options now, which is pretty cool. The reason I went with a Blood Rune instead of triple Frost Runes like we used to run is because Marrow Manipulator got reduced to just 2 Frost Runes. It used to be 3, and with that costing 2, the only only other triple rune thing you could even play is the 4-cost 4/3 that doubles the amount of frost spells in your hand, which isn't very good without Frostworm's Fury, which is a 7-cost card. So there actually is no reason to run 3 frost runes in even Frost DK. I looked through the unholy things as I was putting this list together, and there wasn't a single card I wanted to run. I guess the single card would be Ghoul's Knight, but I really didn't think it was worth using the unholy rune on that, considering that we could have Threads of Despair and Eliza if we didn't. You also get the addition of Courtside Crusher, which gives you a real shot against decks that rely on attacking with their hero multiple times. So yeah, I thought this was cool, and I think DK is starting to become a cool class in WoW, which I think is great. If next expansion has as much fairly usable DK cards in even cost as this one did, I think that even DK will become real. I think it's just a few more suboptimal replacements away from being an actual good class to play.